Alrighty, well, welcome back in, everybody. We are back here on Grandpa's farm today, and I just realized that our bank account is a little shy. Like a lot of shy. And unfortunately, I don't think I've told my cousins yet. AF and Poppings, but the IRS, while they were gone, came and collected our money. So now we're down to 100K. So we owe them a hefty amount of money back that we got to pay back to them. The reason why I'm coming back down here to this field is because we forgot a pallet of net wrap down here, and it's somewhere along the fence line, I believe, or in the field somewhere. There it is. I walked right by it. But yeah, we got to get this picked up and put in our pickup, take it back up to the farm. And I'm pretty sure that my brother, Midwest, is finally going to make his arrival, I believe is what he said. I haven't spoken to him in a while until now, but he did say that he was going to go and make his way up here, since we all inherited. It is April 1st. We do got to get a lot of planting done and a couple of other things around the farm. We got to get field sprayed, limed, and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure AF came through the other day and went ahead and picked up all the hay bales, but I'm going to go and get up here to the farm. Oh, by the way, if you guys do like this type of content, please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell for every time that I upload a video. But let me just go and pull up here to the farm real quick, and I'm pretty sure AF's already up here, and because I seen him pull in. So I'm going to get up here and I'm going to talk to him. And he's probably going to ask me about the money. And I hear a truck coming up behind us. I don't know if that is my brother or if that's AF or whatever. But yeah, let me just go and get up here and talk to this guy.
Finally arriving.
Hey,
It's
listen.
about time.
Hey, listen here, buddy, okay? I had to go get this freaking net wrap out of that field that you so generously left over there, a couple days ago when we were burning up that hay. Oh, no way. It is not him. He finally showed.
Is this your brother you've been talking about?
This is my brother that I have been talking about. Well, what's up,
Howdy,
big
boys.
What's up, brother?
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna call me?
I was gonna call you little bro, but hey, it is what it is.
Oh, what's up, little bro? No, I got you. No, you already got hired help or what?
Well, no, this is actually our cousin, man.
Our cousin.
Yeah, our cousin AF. Do you not remember him from when we were younger? Always hanging out at Grandpa's house and everything like that.
There's like no resemblance.
Well, yeah, of course. We don't have the same parents, you goofball. Jesus.
Where's his facial hair?
He
Only real men grow beards, man. Where's it at?
I don't think he finally made it there yet. If you catch my drift.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. But
So he's one of those. Okay, I got you.
he's a baby face.
I got you.
Yeah. So
Well, I'm sorry I was late, guys. I had to deal with some end of business terms with, my dad, since, he kind of left me and dad behind out of the other place. We do welding repair, and we run a little bit of cattle ourselves and all that stuff. And I had to tell him, like, hey, Grandpa's dead, so I had to make my way over here. I had to drive all the way from Nebraska to get here. So it was kind of a drive.
Oh,
Drove all
yeah.
the way through the night.
yeah, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
heck of a drive.
That's a drive.
But
Yeah,
anyways, AF, I don't know if you've checked the bank account balance lately, but
Whoa.
yeah. So you remember how I said I hope Grandpa didn't rip anybody off? Well, I was
Yeah.
right. He ripped a lot of people off, and we owe the IRS a lot of money. So they only left us with 100K, and we owe them like $2 million, and we got to pay it back in the next 4 years. If not, they're coming to take the farm completely, and any assets that we have, it's going to be theirs, and then we'll be even more in debt with them guys. And I don't think any of us want any more debt over our head.
wait, you're
Yep,
telling me I inherited a debt farm?
Well, see, listen here. We didn't know that there was any debt because Grandpa had, like 200 and some $1 million. And I thought it was kind of weird, with all the acres that he owns, that there's no way that he made $200 million. And so, I didn't do any digging. And the next thing you know, I'm sitting in the living room one day, and here comes the IRS knocking on the door, and they took all the money and just left us with $100,000.
I think you guys got it. I don't want to have any part of this.
Oh,
Just
nope.
like-
Well then, if that's the case, then you can just sell me your portion, and then you can just go and go back to Nebraska and continue helping our father with the welding business.
All right, $2
I'm
million.
gonna take your
You got
pickup
it.
then.
$2 million.
2 million. Give me back my pickup. Get back here.
So when did you become Mr. Moneybag and be able to afford a pickup like this?
Well, I did a job for an oil pipeline for about 9 months there, and they paid me probably about, I think it was like $100,000 every 6 months.
Ooh, that's a lot of money, boys. I think we're in the wrong industry.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
agree. We can go out there and we can run some pipe down there, and weld some pipe up for about 7 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and make 100K every 6 months. I mean, now you guys are over here owing $2 million or whatever in debt. You guys are broke.
I mean, we can either just all, just run and change our names and move out of the, the country and just never look back, or we can just try to work this out and get all this debt paid off. And then if we want to eventually sell the farm or just give one person the farm, we can. But I mean, I'm already here. I've already put in work. So, I mean, you there, little brother, you can take off if you want to, but I mean, it's totally up to you.
No, I think I'll stick around, help y'all out. You guys look like you need my expertise and all my help that I can bring to the farm anyway. So, I'll be here for a while. I'll help y'all out.
Alrighty, well, so AF here, he's like the account management type. He doesn't really like to get his hands too dirty, so he's over the finances.
Okay.
Hey.
Not this again.
Hey.
I could tell because he doesn't have a beard or anything.
Yeah,
Even a mustache. Like,
exactly.
Where's your little pencil stash at? Like, at least have
Come
like
here.
a pencil stash.
Wait, hold on, wait. I think I got a pen in my pocket. Come here. Yeah. There we go. Hold on, wait. We just got to get a little curves to it. Perfect. That's better, even though it'll wash off by the end of the night. So, AF, so since you run everything here, what all do we got to get done today?
I think today we just need to do some planting, and then I did some, I did some ditches and stuff. And if somebody wants to go rake and bale those,
I mean,
then they can go do that.
Yep.
What kind of bale are we running?
Here, I'll just come show you guys.
I know we had to rent one last
I'll do
time.
the raking and baling.
Ooh, whoa, that
Dang, we got some nice mowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a nice baler. A 435.
Yeah, pretty nice baler.
Okay. We also got a K brand rake over there too that you can use.
Okay. Well, I think what do we got for a baling tractor? Because I'll probably get on starting with getting some early morning baling going on as long as the moisture's right on all the grass.
Here, I'll show you. You might. I don't know what kind of tractors you like, but
He likes the red brand.
oh yeah, then you're not gonna like the baling tractor.
Yeah, sorry. I had to use this tractor too. When I was cutting some alfalfa the other day.
I mean, I ain't got nothing.
Sorry, you
about
look like you were enjoying it.
I have nothing against the 4440. Actually, I ran a manure spreader with one of these for like the longest amount of time. These were like some of my favorite, the 40 series.
The only bad part is we're gonna have to get a new seat put in it because you're sitting on like nothing but metal almost. But other than that, it does ride smooth.
It is pretty worn out, huh?
Yeah. But all right, so he's gonna do the baling and raking. AF, or do we have another planter? Because I don't know how many fields that we have.
I talked to the dealership and they're willing to lend us a new tractor. Actually, no, we bought the tractor and we're gonna lend the planter.
Okay. Well, if you want to go and give them a call, I'll go up there and I'll grab that other planter real quick and bring it back here and we can get some planting done.
All right.
All right, boys. Hey, AF, move my pickup out of the way. You parked that darn thing there. I need to go get some work done.
Okay, I'll move it for you.
Let me go find a tractor, boys, where I can go up here and get this planter.
It's already, I'll just go down and go get it. You can start with the planter that's already up here.
Okay, sounds good. We went ahead and got the Kinsey 3600 planter hooked up here to the Case 8950. And we got my brother there, Midwest. He's going to go ahead and bale and rake and all that stuff, like all the grass and everything that AF cut off camera. These boys weren't too happy with the fact that we our money taken from us, but it is what it is. I mean, there's really not much we can do about that. We are going to go and get started on some soybean planting, and then AF is going to go ahead and go do the corn planting. So what I'll do is I'll pull up my map here. So both these fields and field 17 is going into soybeans, and then this field, and this field is going to go ahead and go into corn. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and throw you guys into a time lapse, and I'll see you guys after the time lapse is over with, and we probably have everything done. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and throw you guys into time lapse right away. We're just going to start planting. We'll check our depths, make sure everything's good like that, and make sure everything's good to go. We should have honestly fertilized these fields, but we could probably end up spraying these fields afterwards. Looks like this one's already lined and good to go. We should have definitely fertilized these bad boys, because without having fertilizer and everything, like without them being fertilized, we won't be able to tell what kind of yield we're going to get. So I mean, I'm going to switch this planter over to soybeans here. here, and we'll go and get to planting. See if we can't get some crop in the ground. And unfortunately, it looks like all he used was just a shallow cultivator instead of like an actual plow or anything. So it's going to be hard to tell where our limes are. But luckily for us, this field is limed, so it won't be that hard to tell. But as we get to the other fields, it's going to be fairly hard to be able to tell those. Just because also we don't have even though it has a fertilizer tanks on here, I don't know why there's no fertilizer in it. So I mean, but we're going to get some planting done. Let me just go and jump out of here. Check back here behind the planter since we got a little ways away. Dig down here. Alright, yeah, it looks like our seed depth is good. Let's go over here. Check this. Seed depth is good here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get into the 8950 here. And I'm just going to go and throw you guys onto a little bit of a time lapse. And I hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty everybody, so we are almost completely done with this field, and it's not taking too long, but it's taking a little bit of time. And I know AF, he's planting corn on on the upper fields above me, but then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get in here. I'm going to go and get this plant knocked out. Midwest had to go take care of something real quick, but he should be back eventually. But yeah, like, we're almost done with this field. We're over halfway, and then I still got field all of field 18 to do. Both portions of field 18 right there are going to go into soybeans. Let me just go ahead and get in here, get this plant knocked out, and then we will reconvene with AF to see what else he wants to get done. I think what we should honestly do is, guys, is we should go and mow these ditches right here in between the fields and go and get the grass off of that as well, and possibly turn it into like silage or some sorts. But yeah, let me go and get in here, get this plant done, and then I'll check back in with you guys here in a bit. Alright, everybody, well, it's been quite a day so far. Unfortunately, Midwest still hasn't made it back yet, but I know AF, he's up there planting along. You know, he's getting a lot of planting done up there with corn. I'm pretty sure that, you know, this field that we're doing now, plus 17, plus the other part of this field, and then field 2 are all going to go into beans. And me and him talked about it, I just didn't get it on camera for some reason, you know, because I'm stupid and I forgot to turn it on. But I know that I need to go and call over to him because I was looking at our field data and everything, you know, on the tablet that I have, and the fields that he's doing, besides the little alfalfa field that we have up there, our other fields are not fertilized, and we got to get them fertilized if we want to get the best yield possible off of them. So then we'll go and call him over the CB, you know, possibly wake him up. He's probably asleep in the tractor over there, to be honest, because that's the only tractor on the farm right now with GPS, which is unfortunate. But AF, wake up, man.
Whoa.
Hey, so I was just looking at the field data here on my tablet, and it looks like the fields up there where you're planting that corn at, they don't have the extra fertilizer state on it, and I went ahead and called the co-op, and they're going to allow me to use their sprayer to where we can go get them sprayed. If you want me to go and do that, and I can just go and stop planting for a little bit and go up there and grab that sprayer from them and go and get these fields sprayed real fast, well, the ones that need it.
Alright. I think that sounds like a plan.
Because, I mean, we need to get the best yield possible out of all our crops for the next 4 years if we want to try to pay that $2 million off.
Yeah, we've got to pay that loan off.
I mean that's like back taxes, loans, and everything, and it's crazy, like, how much money they just took from us when we thought Grandpa legitimately earned it all. So, I mean, we definitely got to get that paid off, because I don't want that debt looming over my head, you know, in the next 4 to 8 years. You know, I'd just rather get it paid off, and then if one of us just want to go and keep the farm, we can, or if we just want to keep running it together, we can, or we can just do whatever we want with it. But yeah, let me finish off this headland, and I might call the co-op to see if, or just find somebody that's looking for a little bit of work and have them come down here and plant this field, because I'm just now about to finish the first headland on it. So, and I know we definitely got to get this crop in the ground. If not, I'll just come back to it after I get done spraying the fields where we can get all this planted.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Alrighty, man. Well, I just figured I'd go and let you know that I'm going to be running up there to the co-op and grabbing their sprayer. I didn't want you to freak out seeing me, you know, roll up back to the farm with the sprayer. That's not even ours when we returned the other one from a couple of days ago back to the co-op, so.
Alright, I'm probably going to go fall back asleep in the tractor.
Alright, well, yeah, you enjoy your GPS. That's another thing we're going to have to do when we get the money. We're going to have to put GPS on this case, man. I've been doing all this manually, which is fun, but what if I wanted to take a nap? I can't necessarily take a nap like you can.
Hey, that's why you get a deer.
And that's why we get a deer. You're the one that bought you were here before any of us. You and Poppings were here before anybody, so you guys should have said, oh, by the way, Cole, this tractor doesn't have GPS on it. So when we get the money, I'm putting GPS on this tractor.
Okay, well, that sounds like a plan.
Alrighty, sounds good. But, alright, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and, finish this one headland pass, and I might just pull the planter and the tractor off to the side of the field. I'm going to go down here to the co-op, grab this sprayer, and then I'll bring you guys back in when we're about to spray them fields up there where he's at. Alright, everybody, so I was going to go and end the video with us spraying these fields, but I didn't decide to do that. But we went ahead and sprayed this field and these 2 other fields that AF planted with corn, because, well, they needed the first state of fertilizer, and obviously when they come up from the first state and they get to the first growth stage, we're going to go and have to spray them again one more time to where we get the best yield possible that we can get off these fields. I know he's all done planting corn, but I still got to finish the other part of 18 and also field 2, because both of them are going to go into soybeans as well. But let me just get up here and return this sprayer real quick to the co-op, because they were so generous and let us go and borrow it, because I'd only have it for a couple of minutes, and well, I think I've only had it for like maybe a total of 30 minutes, because I was able to spray the fields at like 20 miles an hour. So let me go and get up here to the co-op, return this to them, go and walk back to the farm, because the co-op's not that far from our farm. It's only maybe a quarter of a mile, half a mile. And then after that, we'll get back there. We'll talk to AF for a little bit. We'll see what we got planned to go on for the next couple of upcoming days. I think next month we should be able to harvest our wheat. And then we should be able to go and cut some more alfalfa as well. Just where we have enough bales for our cattle until we can get a TMR mixer, which I'm going to push that into the budget without AF noticing. You know that I spent a little bit of money on a TMR mixer because that will definitely give our cattle the proper nutrition and everything that they need to where we can grow them the biggest and the fattest and hopefully get the best price for all the meat from them. So here we are at the co-op. I'm going to go and drop this off to these boys, let them know I returned it, and then I will see you guys back at the farm when I get there to talk to AF. Oh man, that was a long walk. My legs are burning, my calves are burning. I don't even know if I'm going to get back in this tractor over here to continue this plant, but I'm going to have to. What's up, AF?
Did you just walk all the way from the co-op?
I did, because I left my pickup here and didn't realize it when I went down there to get the sprayer, because I was just able to, I actually got a ride from one of the locals. They took me down there to the co-op, to pick up the sprayer, and then I realized, hey, dummy, how you going to get back without your truck? So, something? I used my 2 feet and I walked. Trust
You
me.
could have just given me a call.
Well, I didn't know if you were still planting. Wait a minute. We didn't have this the other day.
This is the new tractor.
When did we get an 8410?
I bought it.
Oh, well. Dang, I need to get me one of these. Oh, look, the interior. Oh, it's even got the GPS on it and everything. Oh, boy. This Midwest knocked over our pressure washer. Come on, tilt up. Oh, there we go. Now I just gotta pick this bad boy up and move it back over here to the grass. Jesus. But anyways, all I gotta do is I just gotta get that last little bit of that field over there planted. Field 2 still needs to be planted in soybeans, but other than that, I went ahead and got the other 3 fields that you were doing sprayed because they didn't have a fertilizer state on them. But when they do come up on the first growth stage, we will have to spray them one more time if we want to get the best yield possible.
All right.
If you follow me real quick, just back here to the back of the property, you see the grass in between our fields over here, between 17 and our 2 fields of 18 right there?
Yeah.
I think we ought to take the mower one day and just go through and mow that grass, whether we fed it to the cattle or we just mowed it and baled it up and just sold it for a little bit of extra cash. I think that'd be a good idea for us as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, I'm gonna make the long trek back over there. Actually, I might take the little gator thing that we got wherever it's at and drive it back to the field.
I'll give you a ride.
Yeah, give me a ride because I gotta get back over there and get that field planted. You sure you're gonna be able to squeeze that little thing out between these pickups?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, if you scratch a bumper on mine, it's fine. But let me just move Midwest truck real quick, and I'll back mine up a little bit to where you can get out because I'm definitely not walking that far because my calves are already burning from walking as far as I did. Come on, old girl, start up. There you go. That should be plenty of room. But yeah, all right, go and give me a ride to this field. But alright everybody, AF's going to give me a ride back to this field over here that we started planting. I only got like 1 headland done. And I'm going to go and get this other field planted off camera. As you can see the tractor sitting over there, I'm going to get this planted off camera to where we can go and get this crop in the ground and get our beans done. And I hope you guys are enjoying this type of content. So be sure to like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell for every time I upload. And or I go live. And I hope you guys are enjoying the series. And I will see you guys on the next one.